Greetings adventurers, welcome back to the channel. Eric's UK here with RPGA 2021. Today's prompt word is trap. And I've been thinking, what can you do that's positive involving traps? So I thought what I would do is share a couple of humorous incidents from games that I've played in, involving traps or equivalent sort of problems where the character, let's just say it, the player was not the sharpest tool in the box. We all could do with a laugh, so I thought, why not? Let's try this then. So the first of my three little stories was an AD&D second edition game from around about 91 or 92. I had just started playing with this particular group, and we'd been together about a year, I think. And one of the guys, who I shall simply call AD, was not the best team player, nor was he the most commonsensical person I've ever met. Anyway, they had been going through this particular campaign. They had all got to something like about 15th level, and they found what was back then called an item called an iron flask. And for those that don't know, an iron flask is basically like a genie bottle. You can trap anything in it, and it's basically held in there in a kind of stasis. It's aware of the passage of time, but time itself does not pass. So it's not hungry, it's not thirsty, it's not tired. It just exists in a state of absolute boredom and probably rage. And they've worked out that this is what this item is. And they've fathomed out that there is something inside the flask. And so whilst walking through a particularly empty, boring stretch of wilderness on the way to the next adventure, AD decides that his character is going to take the flask off of whoever's got it, and he's going to open it because he wants to know what's inside. The resultant battle with an ancient shadow dragon, a rather unpleasant species of draconic beastie whose breath weapon is a cone that drains levels, promptly takes the 15th level party down to about 9th before they finally kill it. Not the happiest bunch of adventurers nor players, may I tell thee. And it kind of derailed the campaign a little bit because everyone suddenly had to start trying to do things to catch up to where they should have been. And it wasn't the first time AD did anything silly like this. He was a victim of his own traps, to go with that keyword. He would wander off and get himself munched, and had to be rescued numerous times, much to the rest of the party's chagrin. That one particular instance involving the Shadow Dragon was something I could never have imagined would ever have happened. I mean, it just goes to show you that you need to be careful with the things you pick up. You can't just open flasks and things. You've got to know what you're doing. The second trap would involve another player who was not the sharpest tool in the box. And we were playing a scenario that was kind of like a delve into an Egyptian pyramid tomb sort of complex. And the party wanders into this room and they set off a trap. And basically the passageway that leads into this room, the only way in or out, suddenly has this huge stone block about 15 foot long and filling the passageway otherwise, starts to descend at quite a rate. In his mind, he comes up with the idea of, if I slide myself underneath it quickly enough, I can grab it and hold it in place. That was one particular trap that did its job very, very well, and about the only bit of him they could recover was his boots as they stuck out from underneath the stone block. Yes, another player not really with the smarts. The third and final story involves my friend Elliot, who always played very strange and bizarre characters and not the quickest thinking in any way, shape or form. He was playing a Pathfinder Society scenario, and he had wandered off from the rest of the group, you know, split the party and all that. And he finds himself in this room, and the door shuts, and the room starts to fill with water. And he's pulling on this door, and this door's not opening. He's pulling on this door, it's not. I mean, he's smacking on the door, it's not going down. You know, he checks the lock, it's not locked, it just won't open. He's pulling away at this door, and he manages to survive about 6 turns, I think, rounds, whatever, before finally succumbing and drowning. When the party finally reach him and open the push door and let the water out and recover his body, in his backpack they found a potion of water breathing. The perfect trap. Just don't label the door as a push or pull and let them fathom it themselves. Anyway, there was just a couple of, well, I find them humorous anyway, but then I was there and I played and GM'd those scenarios. But I thought, you know, you've got to do something, and anything that sort of gives you a slight giggle or a smirk or whatever, has got to be a positive thing. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 very short tales of traps. And I look forward to seeing your comments below and other videos on the topic. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, it'd be really great. Until next time, thank you for watching, guys. Don't fall afoul of any traps. Take care and good gaming.